If you're looking for the best players distance irons, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have TaylorMade 770. The first thing you notice about the 770 irons is that they look like a high-level tour-type club. When you swing them, however, you feel and see the extra distance and forgiveness that these clubs offer. The speed foam is injected to the face so that you get the benefits of distance from the hollow construction and the feel of a solid club. You will also find tungsten weighting throughout the set so that the clubs are a little easier to hit, have a higher moa, and give you a higher launch. These irons also have a progressive variable thickness pattern, so that the most common mishits on each iron are covered and given more distance and accuracy. With the 770 from TaylorMade, you get a great-looking iron that looks like a tour model but has the distance and forgiveness features that make these clubs accessible to a lot of players. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Callaway Apex 21. The Callaway Apex irons have been at the top of a lot of best players irons lists since they came out in 2014, and many people consider them the gold standard still today. They were made specifically for mid and lower handicappers with a great blend of game improvement and players features. These are forged, cavity-back irons that give you a terrific feel without sacrificing distance or forgiveness. These irons look great and perform just as well. This is the first Apex set that was made using AI technology, and the flash face architecture design to optimize each loft is great. There is no detail overlooked, and the speed and spin that comes from this construction makes these some of the best irons out there. They are very consistent in performance, very accurate, and some of the more forgiving irons on this list. While the Mizuno irons take our #1 spot, these Apex irons are probably better for those mid-handicappers who are on the higher end of the scorecard. There is a tungsten core that improves the launch and forgiveness of the club, which also add to the game improvement features. The number 3 position is held by Mizuno JPX 921 Forged. The JPX 921 Forged irons are similar in look to the hot metal clubs ranked first on this list, but with a couple of major differences. These clubs are forged, so you get that incredible grain forge feel that Mizuno is known for. However, you lose out on some of the distance that you get with the hot metal clubs. They use the chromalloy that they have become known for in the face, so you still get the hot ball speed and extra flex. It is also really thin, so you have some weight savings that Mizuno uses to place the center of gravity further down in the club. This is a stable club with a higher than average launch and a straight and piercing ball flight. It finds its way down the list in players' distance irons because it does not give you the same distance as the irons above it. However, the feel of this set is, if not the best, one of the best that you will find in this category. Next at number 4, we have Cobra King Forged TC. One of the things that sets these clubs apart is that they have all the advantages and features of a player's club with some game improvement aids as well. The hollow body construction gives some added distance and forgiveness, while the traditional compact head and thin top lines make this an obvious player's iron. The metal-injected tungsten toe weight makes the center of gravity in line with the center of the face for more distance and higher ball flights. These clubs have great feel as well, in part because of the foam microspheres infused to the hollow cavity. The club face is ultra-thin for increased distance and face flex at impact, but you also have the flexibility and feel to shape your shots. The Cobra King Forged TC are great because you get the playability and feel of a player's club with the distance and some of the forgiveness of a game improvement iron. The number 5 position is held by TaylorMade 790. Probably the most forgiving clubs on this list. The 790 irons are a great club if you are just starting the move to players irons, or if you are more of a mid-handicapper that still needs some game improvement features. The hollow construction gives these irons the forgiveness and distance of a game improvement club, but the speed foam technology adds a lot of feel. Speed foam technology is a very lightweight material that is injected into the club head to give it the feel of a forged club. The ultra-thin face of these irons makes the ball jump off at contact and produces some really high ball speed and distance. The tungsten weight is no longer a disc, but a bar that runs from the heel to the toe and provides a high moa and low center of gravity. There is also an L-shaped steel insert in the face for more face deflection and increased forgiveness. The number 6 position is dominated by Mizuno MP20 HMB. The blade-like looks and forged features mask a hollow body construction and more generous sole width. Mizuno calls this a set of hybrid irons because of the combination of muscle back looks and feel with added distance and forgiveness. The biggest difference with these hot metal blades is the wider sole, chrome wally face, and hollow body construction. Each of these features are game improvement features that are meant to increase forgiveness and distance, and they do just that. You still get the incredible feel that Mizuno is known for, but you get it in an iron with a lot of added distance. This is one of the most sought-after distance irons out there and have been since they came out. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Titleist T200. The T200 by Titleist is probably the most similar to a cavity back look of any club on this list. You still get the feel and shot shaping capability of a player's iron, but with the look and forgiveness of a cavity back. The forged, L-shaped face is very forgiving and produces some really high ball speeds. The best part of this club, the thing that gives it the feel of a player's iron, is the Max Impact technology. A very lightweight silicon polymer is spread behind the entire face of the club. This does two things very well. First, it makes this club the most forgiving iron set on this list and makes the T200 playable for a wide skill set. It also adds a feel to the club that is usually only available to solid, forged clubs. These irons are almost a hybrid between players' clubs and game improvement clubs, and for most players this is a good thing. The number 8 position is held by Wilson Staff D7 Forged. The Wilson D7 Forged irons are some of the best players' irons Wilson has ever developed, and they have been around for a long time. The power hole technology has a lot to do with the distance that these irons give you. It gives increased face deflection and contact time between the club and the ball for more efficient energy return. Basically, they give you a lot of ball speed and distance. With that distance, you also get the look and feel of a forged iron, so you get the best of both worlds. In addition, the entire chamber behind the face of the club is filled with urethane to give you the feel that a player's iron should always have. In fact, the D7 Forged irons offer some of the best feel on this list, even amongst the higher-end manufacturers. The carbon steel cavity construction combined with the blade look and feel give you players' irons performance with game-improving distance. Next at number 9 we have Strixing ZX5. If you want a set of blades, the Strixing ZX5 are some of the most forgiving on the market. Srixon designed a great-looking blade iron with enough distance and forgiveness that they are accessible to most golfers. The tungsten weight lowers the center of gravity while raising the maw. The forged face is hot and gives you a lot of ball speed and distance. You get a really high launch compared to other irons as well. The wedges feature progressive grooves that really grab the ball and give you the spin and feel around the green that most golfers want. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Cobra King Forged TC. Cobra King Forged TC1 is a hollow body construction that provides more distance and forgiveness. A player's iron with ample forgiveness all in one club. A compact head with a thin top line is one of the traditional features of players' irons that remain steadfast in the Cobra Forged irons. Foam microspheres are infused into the hollow body construction to create a soft feel off the club face. For increased distance and face flex, Cobra made the face of the Forged TC irons ultra-thin, allowing golfers to have more control over the shaping of shots. The center of gravity is lined up to the center of the face through the use of toe-biased tungsten weights. This adds distance and produces a higher ball flight. A great combination of distance, feel, and workability makes the Cobra Forged Tech one of the better players' irons. Cobra is one of the few companies offering their best irons in one length, as used by Bryson DeChambeau. If you prefer the look of a blade to the look of cavity-backed irons, the Cobra King Forged TC irons will appeal to you, though some golfers will not appreciate the slightly thicker top line. That's all for today. We upload sports product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.